What is going, guy? What is going on, guys? I'm back again with another video, and today we have a very, very special thing going on today. We are talking about the post-fight thoughts of Mike Perry and Jake Paul. Who was the better man of the night? Obviously, we now know it was Jake Paul, without a doubt. And what did I think about this fight? My first thoughts of this fight. I had just heard Mike Tyson had pulled out of the fight, and I'm like, is he gonna have to wait till November? I'm like, I really thought Jake Paul was gonna wait till November, or maybe take it a really, really like easy fight, like fight like an influencer or something, but mostly wait till November. And then when I heard Jake Paul was not gonna back the date up, and he was trying to save everybody's purses. He was trying to get everybody paid and still let the show go on regardless. So 1 month notice, Mike Perry pulls up and he's like, I want a piece of that. And I'm like, ooh. At first thoughts, I'm like, I don't know actually, because I think Jake Paul's better. Because bare knuckle and boxing are different, and Jake Paul has invested so much time into boxing, so it's a big different story. So I know Jake Paul is better boxer, because he has actually put time into boxing, and boxing and bare knuckle are different. Bare knuckle is about being tough and putting your hands down, and boxing, if you put your hands down, you get punished for that. It's a different story. So I kind of had an idea of how the fight was gonna go before. But first of all, yeah, I heard it. It was 1 month notice, and I'm like, okay, Jake Paul is gonna be better anyways, and because of the weight and all that, and the training. But then I thought, Mike Perry does have a chance. He is a tough guy. He's very tough. He puts a lot of pressure forward. He is tough. He does have a chance. Not just because of that, but because it's a notice fight. Jake Paul has not been preparing for him. I mean, you know what? Sort of preparing for him, because he was preparing for a Tyson that was going to come in aggressively. So maybe that could have helped him. But this was a Mike Perry that was going to do this all night. 3 rounds and 10-ounce gloves, I believe. So it was a little bit different, and I think it was a little bit more harder than Mike Tyson would be, because Mike Perry is, he's a little past his prime. He's been doing really good in bare knuckle, but we found out that bare knuckle and boxing are 2 different sports this Saturday, because Jake Paul put him on the floor 3 times, almost put him to sleep. I feel like if Jake Paul would have charged a really, really heavy right hand and hit him right in the chin, like one more time, I feel like him and Tyron Woodley would have been competing for who had the better pose. But yeah, I don't know, or Ashton Silva too, maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, that happened. Yeah, Jake Paul literally wiped the floor with him. Did I think it was going to go around this way? Yeah, possibly. My thoughts were Jake Paul was either going to take him out early, which he could have had. He was close to it. My predictions came very true early, or I think he was going to stop him at the very end. Or I thought there was a really good chance that Mike Perry would have made the fight go to the end, to the bell. But regardless of any of it, I think in the bell or in knockout, I think Jake Paul would have taken it both ways. And that's just what happened. And also a big factor that played, probably I would say, the weight, because every time Jake Paul touched the guy, he was getting dazed, he was going down. And yeah, I mean, I think if Mike Perry was like 20 pounds heavier, like his natural weight was 20 pounds heavier, I think he would have still kind of lost, because the guy was not putting his hands up. But it would be interesting to see somebody that is close to Jake Paul's weight that actually boxes. So the real question is Jake Paul legit though? Is he really, is he about it? You know what? I think he's improved a lot. I think his punch output was good. He was using his jab a lot. His punches were hitting. I don't know. I think he has improved a lot. I think we did not see the best improvement this fight because of the weight. I think the weight might have impacted him a lot, because he did seem a lot tired, a little more tired. Like in round 3, I think he was already kind of tired. and maybe because of Mike Perry too being a little tough, because he was like a zombie walking forward. But yeah, I think Jake Paul improved, but we couldn't see all of it because of the weight. When you put 30 pounds, when you go like almost 40 pounds, like literally like a month ago, and like 40 pounds of weight, like even 10 pounds of weight can hurt you a lot. Like it can make you more tired easier, because not really, if you get used to it, you'll be good. But Jake Paul only had a couple months, only had 1 month to shut down everything. Yeah, not alone was he going up in weight this fight, but he had been really heavy before. Not alone that, but he had to shed like 20 to 30 pounds like in a month, or like a month and a half. So he was heavy at one point, then he was dehydrated at one point, and then he fought heavier than usual. So and then apparently he got hurt, and he got sick or something. So he had a lot of stuff going on. And the fact that we still saw improvements does say that he is actually very legit, in my opinion. Like, nobody, you can hate all you want, you can, do whatever you want, but he did improve this fight. It wasn't it was an entertaining fight. I mean, it wasn't that much of a challenge. I would like to see him get challenged more, fight another professional boxer, underground boxer, do more of that after Mike Tyson, which I guess that fight's gonna go through. Yeah, go for another boxer. Maybe after Tyson, go for another Mike Tyson. Go after another like boxer that he was fighting earlier, and then after that, you should go for the rematch with Tommy, or you can run it. You can run it with KSI. You can run it with KSI after Tyson if you wanted to. That's the fight everybody wants. If he wants to give the fans what they want after Mike Tyson, early next year, KSI and Jake Paul. Wherever they want it. That's the fight everybody wants, and everybody's waiting for it. So yeah, but has he improved? I think he has, honestly. In my opinion, like as a boxing perspective, like technical, like actual, like literally, yeah, he's improved. Could we see it? Did we see it all? No, we didn't. He's improved because you can see it. Even with the sickness, the weight, all the stuff that was affecting him, that was in the way, he still managed to show a little bit of improvement. But do we want to see him get tested more? Yes. His next fight after Mike Tyson, he should be good if he goes back down to weight. I don't think he's gonna stay at 230. I think he's a 109 for me. I think Jake Paul is better at 190 and 200 pounds. I think that's where he would do very good at. So after Mike Tyson, cut the bull crap, go back down to 190, 200, walking around there, and stay there. And then we can go for the Tommy fight and the KSI fight. But I think he is legit. He was putting output. He was doing more output this time than the last couple fights. Well, maybe mainly because we didn't get to see the last couple fights because, they ended so quick. But for a heavy guy, I think he was doing a very, very good job. And he was staying very, very good. He only got punched like 4 times. So I think his defense got better. But when he got punished, you can tell that he was kind of letting his hands down a little bit. And gets carried away sometimes and does like weird angle punches. So could he fix that? I think 100% yes. Yeah. He can just keep improving. You don't have to make the biggest jumps. But, if he really dedicates it in the next year, I think he should. If he keeps dedicating like that, just mainly boxing for the next year, I think we will see more improvements. And hopefully the competition steps up a little bit. But, yeah, those are my thoughts on the fight. The fight was pretty entertaining. Mike Perry, it's not for him. I saw McGregor doing his tweets. That was pretty funny. I think McGregor and Jake Paul could run it. Or McGregor and Perry and Bare Knuckle. That was pretty good. But yeah, it was a very entertaining fight. A lot of good fights in the card, by the way. It was very great to see this fight. And yeah, Jake Paul's legit and he's getting better. And you got to give him his props for that and respect it. Even if you're a hater, you have to respect that the guy has gotten better in the past 3 years because he has. And I mean, almost everybody that dedicates themselves to boxing is going to get better, obviously. But he's gotten really, really in in a big level, which means he's been really, really, really obsessing over this sport, and you got to give the props to that, no matter what. Yeah. But I think that's gonna be it for today. I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. And yeah. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, and let's see what happens next. Let's see how close the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight gets, and we'll see how Mike Tyson's looking and everything's looking. And hopefully we can get some more improvements from Jake Paul. But if you enjoy this video right now, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications, and I'll keep coming with more heat in the way. Peace.